So in last video we have seen that how Java works. We also seen that there is something called as a bytecode which is being generated by a compiler and that can be run on any device with help of JVM. But what is this bytecode basically? So let's understand this in bit more detail. To understand what is bytecode, what we can do is let's first understand what our device can understand. I am taking example of laptop here. So what this laptop can understand? Nothing. That is a processor which is inside it which can understand everything. So again, what this processor can understand? It requires some language, it requires some set of instructions, right? How can we pass some set of instructions to this processor? So that is called machine language. We require a language to talk with each other, right? This way processor also requires some language, and that is a machine language. If you say something which is this language, machine language, this processor can understand and it can execute this program. Now we know that we need to reach to this point. We need to generate something which is called the machine language from our Java program. So when we write our program, that is a .java extension, when we pass this Java program to compiler, it is generating a file called a .class file. This is a bytecode file. So this bytecode is nothing but a somehow high level language, I can say that, which is helpful to be executed in every machine. This is not executable. The beauty of this bytecode is that this is just a very high level instruction, high level language which can be run onto any devices which support or interpret this bytecode. So this is a bytecode which can be generated through a compiler, and in Java that is a .class file which is containing this bytecode. So once this bytecode is generated, it is, as I said, it is not executable, and we will have to reach to this machine language. So what's the way? What is the next step? So there the role comes of JVM, interpreter. Every language have their own interpreter. I can say that some of the language can be directly converted to the machine language, but some of the language can have their interpreter that can understand this bytecode. This is a language specific, and it can convert this into a machine language so that it can run on any devices. So it means we cannot run this bytecode. We require help of JVM, and JVM should be installed on the devices on which we want to run our Java program. So this is why we call this compile one time and run it everywhere where there is a support for JVM. I hope you understand what is the role of compiler and where it fits. We'll come with new content in the next video. Thank you so much.